And welcome back to my channel. This is a solar eclipse in Libra that is happening October 14th. We have the Aries Libra axis, and the solar eclipse is, well, the moon is over the sun and it has been eclipsed. But this eclipse, what is different about it, it's not really an emotional eclipse because the moon is eclipsing the sun. I believe the emotional eclipse will happen during the Taurus Lunar eclipse on October 28th. What this is in regards to is how we are behaving now within the relationships. Libra signifies justice, balance, harmony, and relationships. And Aries is about moving forward with our passions, the sense of self, the sense of I. Libra is about we. So what can I do for the I? And where it is in harmony with the we, the collective. So what we're doing right now is really looking at what is leaving. That solar eclipse is an opening. It's a gateway. There's a cosmic occurrence that is happening right now. Both the positive and the negative is being heightened. So there's new opportunities for partnership with other, new love, new experiences, and newfound self-love for yourself, for your connection to the divine. There's a release that's happening around old wounds and old traumas, and really looking at they're just memories, and these memories do not define you. So if you're still sitting and saying, you know, my relationship is this way because back in the past I was cheated on, and so now I just don't trust men, but I really want, you know, if you're still have those emotional charges in regards to the memories of the past, what this is asking for you is to recognize that those are just memories of the past, and you are not your past, because every day is a new canvas, Aries, with something new. So this is about who are you in the now moment? What memories are you willing to make now based on who you are today, not who you were or how you were treated, because you were a different version of yourself in the past. So you're no longer that person. So why keep bringing up those memories that still have an attachment of a wound for you to keep bringing on the same experience or the same fear or the same attachment? So we're releasing around relationships. And are you the same person as you were, you know, the same person as your traumas of the past? We're really looking at that. This is an awareness. It's an extra power of understanding that divine within. It's a time of death, rebirth, a sense of resurrection, and memories are to become neutral. So really become neutral during these times and ask yourself, you know, this is the nodes of faith that is happening, the conscious and the subconscious, you know, the moon. So we're really looking at, you know, becoming very conscious and really looking at all the changes that has been happening in your life. There's a lot of changes happening on the collective level, and really starting to see, you know, this is called the ring of fire. The ring of fire is facing our fears and the transformation. It's that, you know, yes, the sun is eclipsed, but there are things that are coming up. And so we're at this pivotal moment in our life and really claiming our sovereignty within this now moment and moving forward based on the wisdom of what we have experienced, and not that we're in fear of having some things being taken away because of the past, or whether it was a relationship or money or a house. This is about really shifting, letting go, and surrendering, and not having those past experiences, those memories become a factor in you moving forward on how you behave now. So we're behaving based on a new version in this now moment. So in this now moment, I'm a new version of myself, and I'm not moving forward based on, oh, the stories and the attachments of the memories of the past. Shall I do that? What I'm doing is keeping myself stuck in those past memories and keep recreating something that I'm saying I don't want again. So becoming neutral to those experiences is what is being asked right now. The shift is happening. And who am I now? the past doesn't resonate, so stop bringing it to the now. There are many shifts happening in you, in your home, your relationships. This is the finger of God. Balance, being present and not rushing anything, and being very patient. Sitting with that I am, I am. Really sit with that. I am what? What are you following up with that? I mean, we are consciousness. We're in this avatar. We've come through on this planet through this great awakening. There's a lot that is happening on a collective level. We are shifting consciousness. We are awakening to a higher version of ourselves. So therefore, this identity shift is crucial at this time by letting go and surrendering the things that are no longer relevant to the person that you are and to the person that you are becoming. And I just saw 555, which is all around change. I do have two cards that came flying out. Yeah, that Four of Pentacles. And having that old movement. You don't want to move forward because this is the two-sided tarot. What you don't want to do is sit there in a sense of lack and a sense of memory of what you've lost and the direction that you went. Perfect. These cards are perfect because it's like, oh, I've crashed and burned when I did this, or these things didn't work out for me, and now I don't know if it's gonna happen for me. I'm gonna put myself out in that in harm's way, and no, I remember what happened in the past and all this other stuff, and it's time for you to be the Hierophant. You have learned the lesson. So what are you teaching now? You've experienced what you've needed to experience, so you can shift with Earth, so you can shift your timeline. But this new timeline is asking for a new identity. It's not based on who you were. You weren't the person you were when you were 12 years old. You are not the person you were in your 20s or 30s, or when you were married or divorced, or whatever your story is. It's about letting go of the story and just recognize that the present moment is where you're creating and bringing harmony and balance, and restoring that with yourself and how you behave with the relationship with others and the relationship to yourself. And then taking action based on this new identity, based on this new version of who you are becoming in the now moment. So this card comes out and says, attend to the details with Virgo. So again, with the details is, what story have I been saying? How am I putting all this energy into the details of my life? Is this what's going to manifest this new version, this new Earth for me? Or I'm so stuck into the details of what has happened in the past, and I just can't let go of the memories, and I just can't let go of what has happened to me, and this needs to be made right, Libra, justice. This needs to turn out into a different way. But if you really pay attention, that you're the one who's writing the details of your own story. So what are you writing? And I really feel like this is about really responding in a different way, having new insights, and overcoming patterns by observing and changing them. So really being aware of your patterns. And we have a win-win outcome is forecast full moon in Libra. That's what happens. The win-win is that when we're looking at, if I'm going to respond to you in the same way as before because maybe you pissed me off in the past, or you did something, or you didn't do something, that's not a win-win. That's still staying in the wound. So a win-win is that now I'm showing up and behaving in a different way for a new outcome because I'm changed. I'm different. What happened in the past is no longer affecting the person that I am today. And that's what brings that beautiful. And the other card that came out with it is a personal issue reaches resolution. So you're finding that within yourself. You're resolving it. You're resolving the past. You're resolving the shadow. You're resolving it. You're letting it go. You're really surrendering it because you're not the person you were. You are now. I am now. I am now. I'm now. Right now. Life is happening right now, this very moment. And then we have, I will persist. My will is strong. So it's just going through it. Just recognize where you are at this time and allow the shift to happen, whether this is in a move, whether it's in your home, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's a relationship to yourself and the divine. You know, have you been a people pleaser? You stop doing that if that was your story in the past. Seeing life through a different lens and allowing this solar to really do what it needs to do in order for you to have a shift in who you are becoming. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Namaste.